Hi Fansites, this is Jason. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. I just thought I'd give you a quick message. Instead of writing so many emails, it's probably easier for me to talk to you. So I just want to clarify my role at Sulaki so you guys know what I do. Basically, we manage 11 different channels for each market. So that's 11 Facebook channels, 11 Twitter channels. We have an official YouTube channel. And it's my job to kind of find out from the business what's happening, what's been developed, and creating marketing materials which we can put on these channels. I'm also working with other people in Sulaki to make sure we look after our blog, and there's some people working on the blog. But before we post any information to any of our official channels, we want Fansites, obviously, to know what's going on before anything else. Now, before I came into this position of working with Fansites, there was not a consistent approach across all countries. Some countries had official Fansites, some countries had unofficial Fansites, some countries had no support at all. So when the Sulaki changes happened and we lost members of staff, I was recruited to manage the Fansite program across all the markets, satisfying 11 different markets and hundreds of websites. I've been getting loads of requests, and the enthusiasm from you guys has been absolutely amazing. We hope you like the updates that we're sending you. We've got some great things planned in the future. We've got Habbo CM, which is going to be huge. Obviously you guys will know more about it, and will be the first people to know about it before we break it over the official channels. So basically how I want to work this with you guys is basically how the media works in the real world. So for example, when a technology company releases a new bit of functionality or product, they'll write a press release and then send that press release to a number of tech blogs so they can write information and stories about it. And that's how we want to sort of run it with you guys, is obviously we create some cool content and we want you guys to obviously talk about it. But we need to do this in a fair way. So any site that makes it on our mailing list is available for these updates. And these will be in a number of different shapes and forms. They could be simple tweets from me, they could be emails, they could be PDFs, they could be images, they could be anything. Now what we want you guys to do is obviously you can use these updates and spin it into great news stories for your audience. I'm sure a lot of your audience that use your sites would like to know what's going on in Habbo. And some of the criteria which I mentioned a few days ago was probably taken out of context a little bit, because in our Fansite meeting in Habbo the other day, 90% of the room were very happy with what's going on, but unfortunately there was a few people in the room that weren't very happy, and it kind of changed the atmosphere and the meeting didn't go as well as it should have done. I've taken a lot of that feedback because I have listened to you guys and I have revised a lot of the Fansite criteria. And for example, now you can definitely use free domains if you wish, but however, in my experience, I wouldn't really use a free domain because they're not great for SEO and they're not great for traffic, and sometimes they can look quite scammy to users. But we understand that if you can't afford to buy a domain, this is the only option you have. So continue to use free domains if you wish. I get a number of requests. I get about over 100 emails in a couple of days of Fansite requests. People sending in simple WordPress templates with no intention of publishing news. Now, this is because people want to get their hands on the in-game badge, and they also want to get their hands on the VIP club membership. But Fansites are using our Habbo brand, and we want to keep a quality product, which Habbo is, which means we want to keep your websites of a quality and good standard. So this is the reason why I'm checking through a number of sites, all the sites I'll be checking through in the next 2 weeks to see if they're still active and if they're still publishing news and if they're still stimulating their community, and so that's great. A lot of the sites are absolutely amazing, but I have been sent recently blogs which are dedicated to Xbox, for example, and have no intention of writing any news for Habbo. So it makes my job difficult because I have to look through a lot of blogs and a lot of websites before they make it onto our list. So I sort of quality assure sites before they make it onto our list. I just need to go back and look over all the sites that we've put on the mailing list so far and make sure that they're still working, they're still live, and there's people still interacting with them. So by all means, write what you like. As long as you do cover elements of Habbo, that's fine, because it's a Habbo fan site, so it should be about Habbo, right? So you can also talk about, films, music, anything which you think would stimulate your audience. Now, I'm going to be starting to go through some of the sites which we've got on our mailing list, checking to see if they're active or not. We want to see quality sites serving great content. We don't want to see too many dead links. We definitely encourage you guys to link as much as possible back to Habbo, because if you do link back to Habbo, that improves our search engine optimization through Google, which means many more people will discover the Habbo product. And if they discover the Habbo product, they're probably more likely to discover your product, because I am working at the moment with all the product teams in Helsinki to try and work out how we can improve the promotion of Fansites on the site. I know that the community pages are out of date already. The Fansite list changes every day, so I'm looking at a solution with HQ to determine how these pages should look. I'm also anticipating to set up tabs in our Facebook pages to showcase some of your fan sites by putting the list in there as well. So again, that's more promotion for you guys. I'm also looking at how we can possibly create a section under events for fan sites as well. But the guys in Helsinki are extremely busy. They're working on a lot of projects, and we just have to wait in a queue and wait until they're ready to do stuff for us. So I am fighting the Fansite corner. Obviously, radio sites are great. It's not mandatory, but we think that radio sites could probably do a little bit more around about news and things like that. I intend to do more in-game Fansite meetings, and I respect every single one of you. I want discussions to be constructive. I don't want people trolling the room. I don't want any destructive kind of, personalities in there. I'm happy to tweet. Last night I was up to 11 PM at night tweeting, hence why being very tired today. But that's cool. I don't mind chatting to you guys. I enjoy chatting to you guys. I want a better program for everybody. So I'm happy to carry on with the Twitter discussions. I think that's really good. Now, basically, my next steps will be to carry out this audit, and you guys have no need to worry about this. It's just to check that fans are still active. If they're not active, we'll remove them from our list. I want a nice consolidated list, and when we get that list together, I will then start looking at how we can distribute the in-game Fansite badge to your avatars. And that will be through another poll, which I will send out once the audit's been finished. When we've sent out badges, we will then send out another poll finding out about VIP. So we're going to grant 3 months VIP club to one owner of each fan site. So all we ask for you at the moment is basically for your patience, and we're just going to look through some of the sites, tick them off, as well as tick off the new submissions I get every day, and then we can move forward. We'll give you the badges, we'll bring in the VIP club. Now this is obviously just the start of the project. It's taken me a long time to work out how many sites there are in every country, and there has been a lot. And it's been great to see all the great layouts, the great content, and some of the traffic you guys are getting is absolutely brilliant. So we want to work with you guys obviously much better and much closer. We want to make it a fair system for everybody. So everyone is on the same playing field. We provide you guys with great updates. It's up to you guys to be creative in how you spin that content into making it a good news story. So for example, every morning before I go to work, I download my newspaper onto my iPad. Now, why do I read that newspaper? I read that newspaper because it contains amazing content which I find interesting. It's got great pictures. I'm really into sport, so I like reading the sport. And you know, it's very well laid out and it's easy to read. And I use that, and the reason why I use that is because I like the way it's set up. And that's the same as what the audience will be like with your fan sites. They want to read good, clear news, they can have a bit of fun, you guys can carry on writing about anything you like, as long as it does relate back to the Habbo product, because it is a Habbo fan site. Now, I'm always happy to answer emails. I get hundreds per day. I'm happy to tweet with you guys. I'd like to thank you for all the discussions we had yesterday. I'm doing another chat tomorrow at 11 AM UK time in the .com hotel. But guys, let's just cut the negativity out of it. It slows things down. Let's all stay positive. Let's all stay cool. And more importantly, let's all stay classy, because you all are classy. Now, that's enough for me. I'm going to go back to my desk now, but I thought I'd just better speak to you guys, because when you write things in emails and also in the game, things get taken out of context. Now, I wasn't banning anybody yesterday. That was obviously work from one of our moderators, so I'm speaking with the moderators to ensure that people don't get banned. So there's a lot of stuff going on at the moment, and it's pretty chaotic here in the office. So I'm trying my best to help you guys. I'm also working on all the fan site stuff, the Facebook stuff, the Twitter stuff, and really bringing social media to the forefront of the Habbo product. And I really hope you guys are enjoying everything we're doing. So sit tight, wait for some more updates, and we'll speak again soon. Take care, everybody.